Rostec, Russia's state-owned defense conglomerate, announced on July 3, 2026, that its subsidiary High Precision Systems has begun delivering the first production batches of an anti-drone cartridge called Mnogotochie, a name that translates roughly to Ellipsis, to troops in the field. The company says full-scale serial production is now underway, with an initial experimental batch already reaching frontline units. Mnogotochie comes in two calibers built to fit weapons Russian troops already carry rather than requiring new rifles or specialized attachments. The 5.45 by 39 mm version, designated SC-226, and the 7.62 by 54 mm version, designated SC-228, each use a bullet made of 3 stacked elements crafted from a bronze-like alloy that separate evenly after leaving the muzzle, spreading into a small cloud of projectiles rather than traveling as a single solid slug. Each element spins as it flies, giving it enough stability to remain accurate even when fired through a rifle's muzzle brake, a key difference from shotgun buckshot, which tumbles randomly and cannot achieve the same precision at range. According to the manufacturer, the cartridges use standard cases and standard propellant powder, a design choice meant to let existing ammunition factories produce Mnogotochie without retooling their production lines, and the rounds fit any standard AK pattern rifle chambered in a matching caliber, including rifles fitted with a suppressor, eliminating any need for soldiers to carry a separate shotgun purely for shooting down drones. An engineer involved in developing the cartridge described the state of production when Rostec announced the deliveries. Production has already begun. Serial production is underway. The first experimental batch is already in the military, the developer said. Rostec has previously stated that the multi-element design increases a soldier's chance of hitting a small, fast-moving drone by roughly 2.5 times compared to a standard cartridge at ranges up to 300 meters. 985 feet, with the 5.45 mm version rated effective out to somewhere between 100 and 150 meters, 330 to 490 feet, depending on conditions, and the larger 7.62 mm round extending that envelope further. Company testing has demonstrated real penetrating power behind those range claims, with the 5.45 mm cartridge punching completely through a 25 mm, 1-inch, sheet of raw pine at 50 meters, 164 feet, and the 7.62 mm version achieving the same result at 100 meters, 328 feet, tests that also included a steel sheet roughly 0.8 mm, 0.03 inches, thick layered onto the wood to better approximate a drone's thin metal and plastic airframe. That same multi-element design was engineered with an eye toward safety in populated areas, since a rifle round fired at a drone overhead that misses its target still has to come down somewhere. Rostec addressed that concern directly in its own statement about the cartridge's behavior at extended range. At distances greater than 500 meters, the elements of the bullet, due to their low mass and controlled dispersion, quickly lose energy and their damaging properties. Thanks to this, the potential harm from their use in urban conditions is minimized both for people and for objects, Rostec said. That built-in safety margin stands in sharp contrast to a standard 7.62 mm round, which the company notes can retain dangerous energy at distances up to 2 to 3 kilometers, 1.2 to 1.9 miles, depending on the specific cartridge, meaning a missed shot at a drone using ordinary ammunition carries a far greater risk of causing harm well beyond the intended target, a genuine concern for any force firing rifles skyward from within or near a city. Russia is not alone in reaching for this particular solution to the drone problem. The U.S. Army has been independently testing a comparable multi-projectile anti-drone cartridge, developed for both 5.56 mm and 7.62 by 51 mm NATO rifles, that disperses into a shotgun-like pattern in flight specifically to increase the odds of hitting a small, low-flying drone, with soldiers from the 18th Airborne Corps training with the round in April 2026 without needing to modify their existing M4 carbines or add any specialized equipment. The near-simultaneous emergence of similar ammunition on both sides of the war in Ukraine reflects how thoroughly cheap, mass-produced first-person view drones have reshaped infantry combat, forcing militaries that otherwise have little in common to independently arrive at nearly identical countermeasures, since a rifle round that scatters into multiple pieces addresses the same basic problem regardless of which army's soldiers are pulling the trigger. Crucially, Mnogotochie uses the same cartridge cases and propellant powders as standard ammunition. This ensures seamless compatibility with existing AK series rifles, sniper rifles, and machine guns already in service. No barrel changes, no new sights, no expensive attachments. Just load the magazine and fire. It even works with suppressors, maintaining the rifle's original ballistics and handling characteristics. The sub-projectiles spin for stability, offering better accuracy and range than traditional shotgun-style anti-drone loads. Test footage released by Rostec shows these rounds shredding drone targets with impressive reliability. In real combat conditions within the Special Military Operation Zone, they have already proven highly effective against small, highly maneuverable UAVs that have plagued infantry units. As drone technology proliferates globally, nations are scrambling for counters. Russia isn't just keeping pace, it's delivering solutions that are already in the hands of its fighters. Mnogotochie rounds exemplify Russian ingenuity, clever, rugged, and devastatingly effective. They turn the most common rifle in the world into a versatile anti-air weapon, potentially saving countless lives and shifting tactical advantages on the front line. This is more than just new ammo, it's a statement of resilience and technological superiority in small arms. Russian forces, armed with this innovation, are better equipped than ever to dominate the skies above the battlefield and neutralize the drone threat at its source. The Mnogotochie revolution is here. Regular rifles, extraordinary results. Russia continues to write the playbook for 21st century infantry warfare. Stay tuned for more updates on this game-changing development as it rolls out across Russian units. The battlefield just got a lot more dangerous for enemy drones.